The National Council on Disability Affairs, or NCDA, led the Philippine Disability Expo 2025, a nationwide gathering that highlights accessibility, inclusion, and innovations for persons with disabilities. Joining us today is Attorney Walter Alava, spokesperson of the NCDA. Magandang umaga po sa inyo, Attorney. Thanks for joining us. Attorney, can you hear us okay?
Hello po, magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat.
Okay, Attorney, can you tell us more about the objective of this Philippine Disability Expo 2025?
Okay po, ang objective po natin with the Expo is actually po our reaffirmation of our commitment to the United Nations on Disability, United Nations on Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. And then at the same time, our also commitment with the Magna Carta for Persons with Disability as accorded by Republic Act 7277.
Well, Attorney, and of course, ano yung highlights itong event? Kasi I understand madaming components o madaming activities ang mangyayari dito. And of course, other people who are watching would like to know, di ba, saan ba ako pwede pumunta? Anong pwede kong magawa?
So, ang highlight po talaga dito, sir, is meron tayong mga different exhibitors, 80 plus exhibitors na mga stakeholders natin, organizations of persons with disabilities, civil society organizations, at the same time government offices providing services, at the same time innovations, meron po mga assistive devices na innovations na ino-offer na at saka at the same time parang may mga learning booths tayo, mga ganun. Pero yung ano natin, sir, yung International Day for Persons with Disabilities na held to sa Mega Trade.
Yes.
Actually, nag-closing na kahapon. Pagtuloy-tuloy po yung expo natin.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes po. Tama po.
But how are we identifying po the specific needs of people with disability community? Alam naman po natin, marami sila iba't ibang needs. And how are we identifying this in terms of, creating this expo for them?
So technically po, meron kasi the NCDA as the lead agency on the monitoring, coordinating, and at the same time policy development for persons with disabilities. So etong etong expo po natin would be an avenue po para po mas ma-aware yung ating mga persons with disability with the different rights. So nag-cater po talaga siya on the rights of persons with disabilities with respect to what the government is doing and what the private sector is doing. So si NCDA naman po, gumagawa po kami ng monitoring tools natin para ma-monitor natin yung different programs and services specifically dun sa mga LGUs natin and member agencies ng NCDA.
And how are we strengthening our partnerships po with the government itself? Kasi alam naman natin, malayo na po ang narating ng mga nabibigay na pangangailangan through NCDA sa PWD community. Pero ika nga, marami pa tayong dapat gawin, So, including yung mga PWD ID, yung iba pang mga rights na dapat natin na maibigay sa kanila. So, how are we strengthening the partnerships with the government to be able to address these concerns?
Ang pinaka number one po kasi si NCDA is composed of a council. So, we have 13 strong agencies na board members natin at the same time, six persons with disability na representatives from our organizations of persons with disabilities. Now, si NCDA po is considering na kasama yung ating mga 13 strong agencies po is actually nag-create kami ng mga different capacity building and awareness para sa mga member agencies po natin para po mas ma-implement yung mga different mandates nila. Kasi nga po, ang mga natin, the NCDA is composed nga po ng dalawa, the council member and the NCDA secretariat, kami po yun. So yung yung members po natin, yung board members po natin, sila po yung may implementing powers. So nire-remind po natin sila lagi po na yung mandates po ninyo, especially on the accessibility and reasonable accommodations for persons with disabilities, dapat po, as mandated by law, is magawa. So yun po yung yun po yung lagi natin na nakalagay sa ating mandate sa NCDA.
Attorney, kamusta na po? You mentioned accessibility. Kamusta na po ang coordination nyo with the LGUs regarding yung mga nagiging issues sa mga sakayan, sa mga localities nila sa transportation? Kasi madaming reklamo po yung mga kasama natin na may disabilities na karamihan walang access po sa mga public transport physically, no?
Tama po, sir. Tuloy-tuloy po yung ating disability sensitivity training. Sa katunayan po, meron tayong na-launch na online learning system na dun sa website po natin nagbibigay po ng ng parang disability sensitivity training or awareness. So need po kasi talaga na ma-aware yung mga different transport groups natin, at the same time yung mga stations natin na there is a law, the BP 344, on accessibility for persons with disabilities. So yung awareness po talaga yun yung pinapa-strengthen natin, sir.
And aside from the training, do you have direct coordination also with the transport groups?
Yeah, actually, sir, yes, sir. Lalo na dun sa mga recent na nangyari with the social media na nag-viral, yung sa mga different buses na incidents. So, kino-coordinate po natin sila para po mas especially dun sa mga employees nila, na mas ma-sensitize sila with respect to the rights ng ating mga persons with disability and how to handle persons with disability po.
Well, Attorney, I'm also curious about yung ating tinatrabaho na PWD-ID. We all know naman na nagkaroon po ng mga maraming problema regarding this, yung nagkakaroon ng fake, 'di ba? Or yung anong tawag doon, yung inaareglo para magkaroon ng PWD-ID.
Kahit wala naman kapansanan.
Oo, and of course yung push din for a lifetime PWD-ID for person with disability community.
Okay po. With respect to that po, an update would be like, meron kasi tayong unified persons with disability identification system na ginagawa po. And meron na po siya sa rollout stage na nag-rollout na po tayo Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. And currently po, meron na tayong nag-train ng mga PIDAW officers natin. Meron tayong 572 na LGUs po. So tuloy-tuloy po yung pag-rollout natin sa ating system. Now, what does the system do? Yung system po is, it's a separate system from the Philippine Registry for Persons with Disability kasi yun yung for services medical services or programs na si DOH po yung gagawa. But with respect to the Unified Persons with Disability ID, ito po yung another parang registry or data na magbibigay po ng 24/7 verification for persons with disabilities. So, yung mga yung mga establishments or ating mga persons with disabilities, pag kini-question sila with regards, lalo na dun sa mga non-apparent natin na category sa persons with disabilities, pag i-verify sila, meron na pong 24/7 na portal na isa-scan lang yung digital ID nila para makita po na persons with disabilities sila. So, authenticated yung IDs na ipe-present nila. Kasi yun po yung gap. Yung gap po kasi, nag-i-issue ng IDs yung different LGUs natin, and iba-iba yung itsura. So, ang sa Unified ID po natin is isa na lang yung itsura niya sa lahat, sa buong bansa. And it's a digital ID po, hindi po siya parang physical ID. It's a digital ID. So, pwede lang po siya ilagay lang sa phone para ma-QR or ma-scan yung QR code niya.
And how do we make sure this is foolproof?
Ang naman po, as the DSWD, saka yung sa developer natin is, pag na-encode naman po yung mga details ng ating persons with disability, which will also be, issued by our LGUs. Pero may dalawang po kasi, parang verifier and encoder. So, dadaan siya dun sa dalawang accounts na yon para po ma-verify yung ating persons with disability. So, cleansing po yung nangyayari natin sa Unified Persons with Disability ID
And
system.
yung timeline po natin to make sure na included po lahat dito sa Pilipinas na magkaroon po ng Unified PWD ID yung ating mga kapatid na nasa PWD community.
Yes po, part naman po ng plan is the 3-year transition period po. Yung first phase po ng plan is like 2025, July to December, will be the pilot test, the development of the system, pilot testing, and then rollouts. So nandun po tayo. And then the 2026 po, January 2026 to December 2026, we are expecting po na saturated na yung ating numbers of LGUs na gumagamit na ating system, and hopefully po masaturate din yung mga persons with disability using their identification cards. And by 2027 po, doon na po tayo sa mga evaluation or enhancements with respect to the system.
Alright. Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, Attorney Walter Alava, spokesperson of the National Council on Disability Affairs or NCDA.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.